Well, we are starting a brand new project today, and what we're going to do is out here in this pasture we're going to create a swim pond that's going to also double as an emu pond. Let me introduce you to these guys over here.
I'm Cameron Boydston, one of the co-owners of Rapid Water Gardens.
Cody Boydston, other co-owner. Anthony Kazan, contractor.
Yeah, so we're starting this project today. It's probably the worst camera placement I could possibly do. So we're starting this project today, and we think 2 months.
Yeah, we're hoping to do better than that, but yeah, 2 months is sort of what we've scheduled out for.
Yeah. We're kind of building it in such a way that the emus can wade in because they're swimmers, and trying to make it safe for them. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So one of the downsides is a lot of these trees just got big enough to have fruit. That fig tree there, they're trying to save it. They're seeing what they can do to save it. So that's great. And we're moving some topsoil out here so we can save that. It's pretty good topsoil. So what do you guys think about this? Sammy boy and Jackie girl? We're making a fish pond for you to swim in. What do you think? You gonna like it? Yeah. Emus are so curious about things like this that they're just gonna be watching them the whole time. Look at Jackie, your eyes are glued. You gonna be okay back here for a while? Like 2 months? This is why we made this fence, so they could be back here while we're doing all this. It's pretty exciting and also terrifying because they're digging up everything. So this here is the kind of the rough lay of the pond. It's going to be roughly 60 feet long by 30 feet wide, and then up there will be a wetland feature, which is, kind of the filtration. So we'll move this dirt from the pond up there, and then we'll have the filter up there, and we'll pump water from where he's digging right now, which I'll explain in a second. We'll pump water from there through pipes all the way down to the wetland, and it'll come up through gravel and various things, aqua blocks, which filters it, and then we'll have a small stream that'll come down to the pond itself. And that over there is actually going to be a large rainwater system. So he's digging that right now. So that'll be about a 10,000 gallon rainwater system, which will collect rain from our roofs up there. And we're going to have a pipe that'll come down to there. And yeah, so all the water from the pond will start in the wetland filter behind me. It'll go through the pond, and then it'll fall into the rainwater system and then be pumped back. So yeah, hopefully we can kind of do a lot of we won't have to add a lot of city water to this thing, since we'll collect, once that rainwater system is done, we'll collect about 20,000 gallons of rainwater through the whole system. So it's quite a bit. Yeah, it's going well. These guys don't mess around. They're working. There is no dust settling on these guys. They're getting her done. So behind me here is the rainwater system that I was talking about. So this is this whole entire thing is going to be filled with aqua blocks, which I'll show you here in a second. It'll have it'll have the underlayment and EPDM liner and be filled with those aqua blocks, and then we'll cover it over. So water will come from the roof there through a pipe down here and go into this thing, and then this will be the primary reservoir to feed the rest of the pond. So once again, water will be fed up to the filtration system. It'll flow through the pond and it'll dump into here, and that will be the cycle. But we'll also be able to use this as a giant reservoir to use all the rainwater that we can get, so that we don't have to use city water, which is going to be super cool. So today we've had a little setback because it's raining a bit. It's only going to rain today. It's supposed to rain pretty hard, so it makes all the, my whole yard is clay basically, so it makes everything really slick and it makes a mess basically. Maybe in the next video we'll kind of walk through what all this stuff is. I mean, it's pretty well known at this point what goes into a swim pond, but I'm just going to try and document it for myself and you guys and have this kind of out here. Tomorrow it's supposed to get down into the mid-20s. It's been like 70 degrees, so it's Texas weather. It's completely insane. It's cold now and it's been raining. We're gonna go say hi to the emus here in a second. They're cold. The good news is so far we haven't run into any rocks, like big rocks. Over here we've got the aqua blocks they have to kind of build. They come in this kind of a situation, so they come in pieces and they build them. So all these aqua blocks are going to go into the rainwater system. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, and these things are really strong. Like, you could park a car on this thing, maybe not a car, but they're pretty strong. So all of those will go into here to build this up, and then this will kind of disappear. So yeah, this is day 2 and some increment weather. They've done a lot of work. They've done a tremendous amount of work in that amount of time. They even moved some trees for me, so these guys are good. I can't, so far day 2, I can't recommend them more. They've done a great job. So Rocco's happy because the emus aren't out here, so I can let all the dogs out here and they can frolic. Oh, Shelby, you're so dirty. You're so dirty. The emus are freaking out just a bit because they can't come out into the world. So everybody's kind of freaking out a little bit. I'm gonna, camera shaking because I'm a little cold. I'm gonna get them some treats, and then we're gonna call it a night, and hopefully they will kind of bed down tonight and try and keep warm. So yeah, it's gonna be a cold one tonight, and it's wet. It's kind of the worst scenario for emus. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for the poor little guys, but they'll be fine. There are places up north, friends of mine on YouTube and YouTubers that I watch, that, I mean, their emus are covered in snow and they just wake up and pop out of the snow the next morning. So whew, it's cold tonight though, let me tell you what. So that's day 2 so far. Just an amazing job. And on the next one, I'm gonna have them kind of walk through all the different parts of the, you know, kind of the system, walk us through all that and just kind of get a good feel for what's going in there. And that way, if you ever want to do this, you'll have kind of a detailed map of what goes into it and how it works. Oh my gosh, it's really cold out here. All right, hopefully you'll tune in for the next one. I gotta go warm up.